Okay, so I'm going to give you an overview of the places, sort of the online and technological places that I think that you are going to go to a lot in the next 6 months to a year. And I thought that I would make a little map that shows you not only who your contacts are on campus related to these online places, like what if these online places fail for you, or you can't access them, or you're having trouble with them, or you don't understand why. Well, I'm going to let you know who's responsible for these places and a little bit about what these places can do for you. And all right, so let's take a look. As an online student, one of your first stops will be CourseDen, and I know you've already been in there because you're accessing this video through CourseDen. And CourseDen is delivered through the LMS, or Learning Management System platform, known as WebCT Blackboard. So you could also, some people call it WebCT, some people call it Blackboard, some people call it WebCT Blackboard. When they say that, they mean CourseDen, which is our sort of custom name at UWG for this learning management system. I mean, we are wolves, right? So this is our CourseDen. All right. So in 6 months, at the end of December, we will move over to a different learning management system. We're going to move over from WebCT Blackboard to Desire to Learn. So starting in January, you're going to see a new learning management system. And it'll probably still be called CourseDen, though. It'll have our custom name, but it will be a new provider. Okay? And something related to CourseDen classes, we have an online meeting space tool called Wimba Live Classroom. It's normally accessed through courses. It's something that different professors may or may not use in their courses. It's not consistently used in every course. I'm an online teacher at the university, and I do not use it very often in my classes. I use it about once per semester. Some professors will use it 5 or 6 times in one semester. And sometimes you'll want to use it just with your colleagues in your classes, in your cohort, and not with a professor. So it's just got various uses. And again, it's kind of an extension of CourseDen. Another sort of related tool, it's not really part of CourseDen, but it's kind of tied to it still, is Blackboard IM. It's an instant messenger that allows you to not only do chat messaging, but you can also do sort of video to video, kind of like Skype with audio as well. You can also share your desktop or your screen and share documents. You can actually have meetings in it, supposedly a lot like you could in Wimba Live Classroom. I haven't used it a whole lot for that purpose. But there's one other tool that's sort of maintained. See how all these have a red circle around them, or red ovals, this red border? That's because all of these things, and they say C1 at the bottom, that stands for Contact 1. These things are managed by DDEC or UWG Online. That's a group on campus that you're going to learn more about. And so if you ever have trouble with these things, or if you need technical support, you want to contact them. You want to go to their website, and you want to get help. And they're very helpful. And they're there, and you just need to be a squeaky wheel, and they will help you. The other tool that UWG Online helps with then is the UWG Wiki system. This allows you to have as many wikis as you want, and you can put lots of videos and audio and PDFs and type text, and you can share these wikis with folks on campus. You can make them public and share them with people off of campus. You'll be learning, if some of you already know what a wiki is, some of you don't, and some of you probably find the term scary. Don't feel scared about it. You will be comfortable with wikis probably in the next 12 months. Everybody watching this video will be comfortable with wikis because you will encounter them in the program, and you can do it. Okay? So those are the tools again that UWG Online sort of manages. And as you can see, I'm not going into a lot of depth. What I really just want to give you here is a framework for the places that you're going to be as an online learner. All right, so let's go ahead and move over here to this area where we've got, I'll actually start down here at ITS SITS, and then I'll move up here to my UWG. Okay, so ITS is a group on campus that stands for Instructional Technology Services. They're also known as SITS, Student Instructional Technology Services, and they do tech support. They give you antivirus software. They provide Microsoft Office. You have to pay for it, but you pay a reduced fee. Operating system software, I think it's Windows 7 that they provide. I don't know if they provide a Mac software. Students on campus have web space that many students don't know about and don't use. But anyway, that's an example of various services. And so if you go to their website, the ITS website, you can learn more about these things that they provide. There's all kinds of stuff that they've got on their website and tutorials for it that many people just ignore and don't learn about. And I know you don't have a lot of time. You're a busy doc student. You probably work full time. But it may be worth your time to go check out the various things that they have on their website. So ITS, one of the things that they do deal with that you might have to call them for and get their help with is My UWG. Okay, so you've already been into My UWG, but what is My UWG? My UWG, I can't say it. I've never been able to say that very fast. What does My UWG do for you? Well, it's where you go to access your UWG email. You can get your transcripts there. You can register for classes in there and pay for those classes. You can access some official forms. You access the program assessment tool called TK20, and you can access your wiki system login. So you go into My UWG to access this UWG wiki system I was talking about earlier. Now, I mean, it's kind of strange because this My UWG, again, is sort of run by ITS. ITS is responsible for it, but ITS is not responsible for some of the things that you can access through My UWG, such as the UWG wiki system. That's that's in the world of UWG Online. Those folks, they're the ones that take care of that stuff. Same here with TK20. You can access it through My UWG, but ITS is not responsible for TK20. The people that can tell you more about TK20 are Contact 4 and Contact 5. Let's look down here. So you can contact your school improvement program, the director, or the staff assistant. They should have some information for you. The website may have some information at this point. And also the College of Education, of which this program is a part, will have information about TK20. If you go to this website, you can learn more about what it is, what the purpose of it is, how you subscribe to it, and I will tell you it's approximately $100. That's what I paid a few months ago to access it. A one-time fee of $100, and it's just the required portfolio system or the assessment system of the College of Education, and we use it to keep track of student progress through various programs in the College of Education, including undergraduate and graduate. And you will be submitting artifacts to the TK20 system throughout your program. Do not subscribe to it, though. This is just, a little word of advice. I wouldn't subscribe to it till I was told to do so by someone like Dr. Nixon, perhaps. Don't do it just because I've mentioned it here. I know some of you want to be totally prepared, but you can wait on it. It's really easy to pay that $100 when the time comes, and it's easy to get in. Just wait till you're told, I would say. All right, so we've talked about UWG Online. They take care of the red stuff here. ITS takes care of the stuff in black. My UWG, email, and then various things like software. And they'll actually take care of your computer too. If you live close enough and you can drop your computer off with them, they can actually help you with your hardware too, but that may not be a service that many online students are going to use. Okay, the other area is the UWG library, which cannot be discounted. In the past, if I were asked to make this map, I might not have put that down, but now that I've spent a year in the program and I've seen how much I go to this library page, the library, and check things out. It's an integral part of the world that you're going to be moving through as you sort of conduct research and figure out what you want to study. It's great. So the library folks are going to be going over their various services with you, and they'll start that introduction in this pre-orientation, in their pre-orientation module in this little mini course. And then they'll also sort of build on that in the face-to-face session. But just a few things that pop out to me are Galileo, and that includes databases such as EBSCOhost and ProQuest. Web of Knowledge is a new tool that we've got at the university that Ann Barnhart is always raving about. Of course, you've got your library catalog with the books that are on campus. You've got the Georgia library catalog that gives you access to all the university and college libraries in the state of Georgia. And you've got interlibrary loan, We've got a LibGuide for our program, so that's a kind of a cool online guide that has targeted sort of resources that, you know, education majors, folks working on education research would find useful. And they're always updating the EDC, I call it EDC, that's what I call our program, the EDC LibGuide, to add more resources that pertain to what we are kind of interested in researching. So, go poke around the library because you can get lost in there. They've got a ton of stuff, and I don't want to hurt their feelings. I may have left off something crucial. Another thing that is less interesting that the library provides, but it's a wonderful service, is that they have e-reserves and Docutech. They have a couple of tools that you can use to access readings in some of your courses, and so sometimes you'll be told, you'll be directed from CourseDen to go to the library to the e-reserves to get some articles that you have to read for some course that you're taking. Okay, so all of these areas sort of work together. You have to, sort of stick it out and figure out how they work together, but I know that you'll figure it out. Just don't let yourself panic too much. It's a little bit frustrating, I know, but you want to hang in there, and I know you're going to do. I know you're going to do great. You just need to make sure that you sort of explore these resources as much as you can, and that you contact the folks that are sort of tied to them if you have any trouble with them. All right, thanks.